right, so a dream collection to check out today. I'm here with John Lohman of Palm Beach Colubrids. And I mean, before we even look at the snake, this room is what absolute dreams are made of. Just amazing display enclosures, a big reptile room with a completely open middle space. That is what we were talking about. That is invaluable. But what are we taking a look at right here? We're starting at the top with this snake.
Yeah, so this is a leucistic king rat snake, Elaphia carinata.
And so what is the genetic makeup of the leucistic? Is it just a gene on its own, or is it a combination?
Yeah, no, it's just the gene on its own. It just seems to, give you this white color with this yellow, usually like a yellow line down the back here. And then you get, which is very common with leucistic. Sometimes, like, I don't know if you've seen like the leucistic alligators, they'll have a couple black scales on them. So this one has a few little black scales.
Are those black scales present from the time they're younger? Or
no, this thing doesn't even look like this when it's a baby. I mean, it's like translucent. You can almost see through it. If you put a light up to it, you can see everything inside of it.
That's so amazing.
So, and then after a while, it just, the color starts to brighten up. The yellow starts on the head, and then it works its way down the back. And
how prevalent is this genetic within the U.S. population of king rat snakes?
Super, super rare. Probably one of the rarest ones here. My buddy Mike has some, and he's doing great things with his, but
that is so
super
amazing.
Rare.
All right, so what are we taking a look at now?
Yeah, so this is T-negative albino, king rat snake, Elaphia carinata.
Trying to get a view of the eyes.
Yeah, a little bit more common morph.
Okay.
Probably one of the more common ones that you would see, even though they're still not that available, but you can find them. So the eye on the T negative compared to like the T positive has like a really pink eye, iris, pupil, everything's pink, right?
Very much so.
And then the skin color is more, white and yellow. Compared to the T positive, which we'll pull the T positive out and I'll show you. The T positive has more like lavender color to it, like the purplish kind of hue. And the eyes, the main characteristic that you can tell them apart is the eyes with T positive.
Okay.
They have more of like a normal type eye, but the albino body.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. Right. So now this is.
So this is a T positive albino king rat snake. And like I was saying before, I don't know if you can see now. Try and hold his head. The eyes aren't as pink.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see. They're
absolutely.
they're definitely more normal looking. Yeah. And then you can see like it's got, maybe to the person that doesn't know like the differences as much, maybe they won't notice it right away. But if you see these guys a lot and you see the difference, like you notice it now, like these have more melanin in between, like more lavender look to them, not as much white. You notice it a lot on the top of the head, on the head scales a lot. These are a lot more yellow and that lavender color.
Yeah, that was the first thing that jumped out to me when you pulled this one out, was just how different the head is from the T-negative albino.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, so this is an Axanthic king rat snake. You can see it lacks the yellow pigmentation, right? Where some of the anery animals, they'll have the silver eye, and they'll still keep some of the yellow pigmentation. This one gets rid of all the yellow. You can really see the difference with an Axanthic animal over the anery, because a lot of the aneries, as they get older, these snakes are normally like black and yellow, but it pulls out the anery pulls out that red pigmentation. Okay. So you still get a black and yellow snake, but the black contrast is usually super dark because it doesn't have that muddied red in there. So it makes that black look really jet black. So this is a het anery, but I feel like there's a difference here with the anery, like maybe a het marker or something. If you can see, the snake is super dark black, much more so than the other ones. I don't know if that's a het marker or not, but an adult anery will be eventually black and yellow, but the babies hatch out a gray, okay? Because as babies, they normally hatch out, like normals would be kind of like a reddish color, brick kind of color, brownish, and the anery removes that red pigmentation. So it makes a black contrast, it cleans it up and it really saturates. Like you get this real dark black color, which is nice, but you still kind of get that yellow, and I feel like it enhances the yellow. Like the ones that I have, my other two aneries, the yellow just seems super bright. Yeah, so this is just a normal high yellow individual.
Nothing normal about
Beautiful.
that snake to me.
Yeah, I mean this is the color that really got me into Carinata in the first place. It's just such a strikingly beautiful snake on its own. Just natural color variation is just amazing. I mean, that gold down the tail is just incredible.
I love the pattern transition throughout the body to that
Yep.
solid speckly tail.
Yep.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And, you know, with some of the locales and stuff, the Beijing animals will be banded from the head all the way down to the tail. So you'll kind of know where certain snakes come from just by their banding and stuff.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep.
And is the high yellow just kind of like your line bred thing over time?
No, these are more coastal.
Oh, so
it's more of a locality thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. Wow, what a beautiful snake.
Yeah, so this is a lemon yellow Elafe carinata. It's very similar to the ivory, which is the leucistic, but they're actually two different morphs. They were paired together by my friends at Colubrid, paired them last year, and all the babies came out normal looking. Okay. So very cool. These have, you know, that more black and stuff on their head and that little bit of pattern down the back that kind of just, you know, vanishes. Still a really cool, pretty rare, super rare morph here in the U.S. Still.
Is that the main distinction between the lemons and the leucistics? Is that kind of increased pattern on the neck there? Yeah,
that's it. That's the distinction. You know, the leucistic will have just a couple specks of black scales here and there, but these guys seem to have a lot more of that black going down. So.
All right, so what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so this is a locality. This is Fujian province. There actually is some other variation in Fujian province, different phenotypes, but this one in particular is like the phenotype that you know when you look at it that it's Fujian province. You know, it's very distinct. It's almost, you know, almost that patternless. Yeah. It's got like that greenish gold tail. It's just really cool.
And much smaller than the regular.
Yes. Yeah. My buddy has a male. The male's actually a pretty decent size, but males always get bigger than females. But he could just be an exceptionally nice big male. So this is Beast right here, big boy. This is just the typical phenotype of a normal king rat snake. And this snake's got to be, I think, almost 11 years old now. He's probably about 8 foot. I don't know if he looks that big here, but when he stretches out, he's there. He's way up there. Sorry, buddy, but he's a big boy. And I absolutely love this snake. He is a great ambassador for king rat snakes. I mean, I bring him to the show and I'll hold him like this and he'll just wrap around my arm and chill there for hours. And, you know, that's people come that know king rat snakes and they're like, "You're holding a king rat snake? Like, what the hell? That doesn't look right."
Would you say the reputation that they have in the hobby is warranted, or is it kind of blown out of proportion?
I think it's blown out of proportion. I just don't think enough people really worked with them enough and spend that much time with raising a baby to adulthood. I mean, there definitely are some that are more defensive and stuff, but even those animals with proper handling and just working with them, they'll tolerate you. You know, they definitely will tolerate you. But this is just one of those special snakes. Yeah, this is an anery. You can tell an anery hatchling. Anery lacks the red pigmentation. So this is a normal here, so you can see why. You can tell the difference right away as a hatchling. The Axanthic would look just like this, a normal. It takes about a year before you can start seeing the yellow turn white. Yeah. This is Iona gunniensis. These are from an island off Japan. And I feel like these look the most like a cobra. I mean, they are really cool, but this is just a natural variation. They also have a phenotype of this Yonaguniensis look. It's in Taiwan, very, very, almost identical to this look. And it's funny because these are very similar to the Fujian province in regards how they look. Still, they're different, but Fujian province, Taiwan is actually right off the coast of Fujian province. So I don't know if there's any type of intergrade that had happened. I don't know, but they do resemble each other. So these are self-produced here, Veracruz tiger rat snakes. Yep. This is a male. I think he's 2 years old. I'm pretty sure he's 2 and the female's 3.
A lot of cool red coloration still retaining. It's not coming through as well on the camera as it is seen in here in person, but yeah, definitely cool to see that sticking around like that.
Yep. Definitely very cool. Love these guys.
All right, so now moving on to your self-proclaimed favorite. What do we
got? Yeah. So this is Phrynonax bacillinotus, Neotropical Bird Snake. This is a female that I produced. This is an F2 generation. I just freaking love this snake, dude. Wow. They start off looking very cryptic as babies. Like you would not, if you saw a baby, you wouldn't even know that it was the same snake. And then, over the years, about 2 years, they start to get into their adult color. But then throughout their whole life, they actually change. I got snakes that are 10 years old that look totally different than when they were 6 years old. It's crazy. They continually change. This is bred into my line now, and I cannot wait to see what these babies look like, dude. Yeah, Jason, man, he got me into these. What an incredible species, man.
Jason Hood.
Hell yeah.
Wow, look at that animal, man. So big. Yep. Really a big fan of the filming going on right now.
Puff, dude, that action. Hell yeah. Usually they don't do that too often. I like it.
If you're a fan of Colubrids and you're not a fan of these, you just don't know what they are because
that is killer, bro.
Wow, that might be the thumbnail of this video. Yeah.
Dude, how killer is that? And thank you, Roy, for giving me this male. Well, not necessarily giving me, but giving me the opportunity to have him. Yeah. 2 years old, they're not even fully developed. Even though that she didn't produce any eggs this year, but the other ones did. Dude, at 4 or 5 years old, this thing is going to be a lot more colorful. I think it's going to...
Considering how colorful it is now, that's a bold statement, man. Wow. Yeah, just the variety of this species, one of the most naturally variable snakes on planet Earth, without a doubt.
Absolutely, man.
See, so this is F2 lavender yellow.
Yep, this is one of my F2 generation lavender yellows. Really trying to recreate, that look, that phenotype. Feel like we're getting there. I've got a few females now that I'm raising up that are a year behind this one that are really coming into their color, looking like they're going to turn out like this. So eventually I'll have to outcross, I'm sure, but they seem to be doing very well. I don't see any type of defects or anything from them.
Just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the deal with this pair that we're checking out right now, man?
Yeah, so this is actually another Jason Hood produced animal, this one is Jason Hood. He produced this one, and I got it from Ectotherm, but look, a little shed on the tail here. So they weren't having success with breeding this snake for whatever reason. It was paired with another one of Jason's animals, unrelated, but I think sometimes you just get males that don't produce very well. I got her. She dropped a clutch of 5 eggs. 3 were fertile that made it the distance. And then she laid the eggs, and usually they double clutch at this size quite often. So I put one of my unrelated lavender yellow males, which is that one right there, on her. And the next clutch was 12 perfect eggs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what do you anticipate the babies from this pairing to kind of look like?
They can be anything. They probably could be all over the spectrum, really. I mean, I have no idea, really.
That's got to be a lot of the fun of these guys.
Yeah.
Not really having an idea of what's coming.
Yeah, and then holding back all them babies to see, after about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, you start to get a glimpse of what they might turn into. So yeah, that was, she said it was treated a burn or something, I think it was.
Okay.
And yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Looks cool, but
Yeah.
that black head is
Pie.
Yeah, it's pied.
All right, everybody, thank you for checking out that video. If you liked it, please subscribe here to the channel. I drop a new video every single Friday. If you want to keep up with John and everything he has going on, his links are in the description below to his Instagram and his morph market. There you can check out his available animals and all the projects he's working with. For me, I'm on Instagram at Scrub Shepherd, Stephen Cush on Facebook, Cush Reptile on Morph Market as well. And I have a podcast every Wednesday night on the Trap Talk Reptile Network called Cush's Corner. If you guys could check all that out, that'd be most appreciated. With all that said, I'll catch you all next week here for a new video.